Hey guys, it's Stephanie from Behind the Designs, and today I'm going to be creating kind of another Frankenplanner. So, as you know, I created this simplified classic, which included 3 planners slash information notebooks all into one on 2-inch discs, and I love it. It works great, but it's a beast. So I kind of need to, and I already did this. I pulled back my calendar pages into the Work Plus Life planner because it was just too much to keep carrying this around. So until I actually get this cleaned out a little bit more, which I'm working on, I need to do something with my calendar so that I have a way in which to plan. I mentioned this already. What I intend to do is I'm going to create another Frankenplanner. It's going to be a temporary one, but I did find a cover in my stash that spoke to me at this point in time, and that is this cover. It is the Apricot and Sage. I think they were calling it a mom planner. It's a dashboard. It's outdated. It was 2024. But I loved this whole, because I have this concept for Fresh Start March. And I love this whole look. I love the quote. This is where it's going. There is joy in simplicity. You know that my word of the year is simplify. So this kind of really spoke to me. It had that green going on, and it really just gave me the the vibe or the feeling I wanted to have going into March. So again, this is my classic planner. It's mainly my blog planner. It may incorporate a few other things here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be just my blog planner. So I'm going to still keep this. It will be off to the side, which I will do that right now. I'm going to move that off to the side. And I am going to, hopefully I'll have enough room here to start revamping this. And again, this is just temporary, but more importantly, as you can see, I have some discs over here. So let me talk about what I mean by when I say this Frankenplanner. So it's all I'm taking from this planner is the cover. So while I love the discs, I don't know if they're big enough for what I was thinking. So I'm going to go with these from my stash. I took these off my 2023 planner. I don't even know who they are by. They could have been ARC or Maggie Holmes, maybe. I don't even remember. But they are slightly bigger than a classic, but not as big as the 2-inch. So I would think they would be called equivalent with Happy Planner as like an expander disc. So I'm going to use these. Again, only because I didn't think it would all fit onto this. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is pulling in all of this planner. So this is the Work Plus Life planner. It's all the months. I have already started tweaking it. I'll show you what it looks like inside. I am going to be incorporating only 1 month from what I started as my memory a day. I restarted that because I did really kind of miss it. So I will only be pulling out the month that I'll be working in. So in this case, it'll be March. So that's going to be Frankenplanned in with this. And then I'll show you one of the insides. We're going to take this cover, and then I also have a special announcement, basically. So let me bring over the surprise. And I got it off to the side. This isn't the surprise. These are just the tabs. So I am going to include 3 tabs in this setup. Here is my surprise. So I want to introduce you to this artwork. Let me take it out of the bag. So there's 2 pieces of artwork. They are They are printed for the Happy Planner. They are printed on, since I ordered these, they're printed on 45-pound paper. So let's get this shiny thing out of the way. Okay, so these two images that I chose are printed on 45-pound paper. They come from BEDeuel Art. Also, she has a second site, which is Bronson Hill Art. I apologize. I will verify the exact link, and it will be in the description box below. But I'm telling you, I got these from Barb. Barb is the one who runs this. This is her artwork. She created these paintings, and they are perfect for my March vibe that I got going on. So I wanted to introduce you because I want you to check out her site. I'm telling you, you can get this artwork. It's going to go under one of my tabs. So I have two of them. It's going to go under two tabs. And is this not perfect? It's spring, it's March. Look at all this green. And I mean, what's so superb about this, you can maybe see it more. I'll show you two different, sorry, I think I hit my microphone. I'll show you two different spots. So let me try and get this up close so that you can see, although this is smooth, you can still capture that texture. So let me see if I can't get this up for you so that you can kind of see that. And then look at this, these trees. Look at this texture in here. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, you can't go wrong with this. She has so many beautiful pieces of art that when I asked her if she could create this page, or pages, I should say, for me, she was happy to do it. She worked hard at getting it like size for the classic Happy Planner. And I'm so excited to be including this into my March, Fresh Start March Refresh Frankenplanner. So definitely check out our site. Links will be in the description box. There's more artwork than just this. These are the ones I chose because I was kind of going with that green theme. But I have received numerous items from her in the past, and they're all gorgeous. But I had to share these because they're going in my March lineup. So I am going to get started. First, I need this cover, so let's go ahead and get that pulled off. Okay, so I'm not sure, I do love this page, the intro page, the name page. I don't know if I want to use that as opposed to the Work Plus Life, so let me just get this partially set up. And then once we get the discs and cover on, we can kind of start getting everything set up. And you know what? This paper is adorable. I don't know why Happy Planner didn't come out with a whole pack of filler paper for this. I love it. Let's get this back. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to tell you, if you have followed me long enough, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so if you followed me long enough, you know, I kind of moved around my craft room. Well, this past weekend, I put it all back the way it was, for the most part. I basically put, so as you might remember, if you haven't seen it yet, check out my craft room tour, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I had a desk that was in front of the window. This has something on it. My apologies. I'm just trying to clean this off. I had a little desk in front of the window, and it was, in a great spot. It was attached to my IKEA shelf, and I moved it to incorporate my holiday tree. And then since then, this desk has floated around the office along with the project table, which I'm currently working on. And spring was coming. I was getting flustered with all, things everywhere. So I went ahead and I put it back finally in its original spot. And I got to tell you, I love it there. So I'm very happy about that. And again, that is part of my whole Fresh Start March. And I am just getting back into what needs to be done and getting my planner set up. So as you know, I have my mini and I still use my mini. My mini is my go-to, my, as some people call their planners, my assistant. It is my daily carry everywhere assistant. And then this is for my blog, and it may incorporate some, non-blog things, so like maybe social media or whatnot, but for the most part, it is for the blog. So this was just getting ridiculous to try and work in, so I pulled everything back into here, and it's been working out great. I have a whole new system in here, and I'm super excited. I already started working with it, and I couldn't be happier. So I am going to take, I've already decorated these. All right, so this is, and I'm going to get this 2 out of the way. Okay, so this is the March Memory a Day, and I did this, I think, a week or so ago. And so I am going to get this one in first. This, I think, is going to be, I hadn't quite decided yet whether I was going to make this my first tab or my second. I think first, because when I open it, I want to remember daily to record that memory. So sometimes, most of the times, I was back doing the, setting it backward doing this, and it just, it gets tedious after a while, but I think I'm going to make this my first one, and hopefully that will keep me on target. So then I'm going to do my next tab, which is going to be, and these are just top tabs. They're purely to keep each section organized. You can use your tabs, and I can tell you, you can literally do 4 tabs across the top, 6 multiplied by however many side tabs you need, and then you can still put 4 at the bottom. So you can literally have a tab system all the way around the disc system. That's, again, another reason why I love it. But these are just to, these are just to mark my categories. And you can use them to mark sections, categories, different planners, and when I say categories, I mean planners, because this is my Memory a Day, and now I'm going to pull over this. So this is where I need to decide if I wanted to put this page, which I think it's attached to something, right? Not exactly. Let me just try and pull over what I think I need. So this is December. I don't know if I'm going to use these pages. Let's do this. Let's pull over. You know what? I can always put it back. If it gets too bulky, I can put it back. So again, this is only temporary until I can get this up to speed. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting because I do have information in here. Let me get this pulled over and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead, pulled everything off, got it in here, even the things in this last tab, only because, again, it's content. It isn't out there yet, so I kind of didn't want to just like put it out there just yet. All right, so here we go, and I'll walk you through this a bit. So here is my temporary classic Frankenplanner. I only have 3 tabs in it. I have my first tab, which is going to be my Memory a Day, my second tab, which is going to be my agenda, and then I've got a third tab here for some extra content pages and scripts that I'm working on. And here is the empty cover. Let's get this closed. So what I will miss on this is this pen holder. So I will need to make that an option in this. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so now what I need to do, and then I'll show you the details, is I need to get and decide on which ones I'm going to put over here. So one of these is going to go in the back. Now again, I just want to clarify where you can get this artwork for your Classic Happy Planner or Happy Planner is, again, I'll put the link in the description box, but it is on Facebook, BEDeuel Art. So I just need to decide. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the lighter one. Okay, I'm going to go with the lighter one here. So what I got to do is I got to punch both of these. And I asked her for them unpunched. And I'm hoping and praying that my Happy Planner punch is nice and punches through this paper without ruining my photos, or else I'm going to be so sad. So as you know, with this particular one, you can do big, classic, and mini. So this one is going to be classic. And I'm going to just kind of center it between these two and then cross my fingers. Here we go. Okay, camera may have jiggled a little, but perfect. It worked out great. Okay, let me get this next one, and then we'll talk details. Perfect. I love when things work out. Okay, so, and this is not going anywhere. This will stay near my desk so that I can reference it for the information that is contained within. But until I can pare that down, this will be what I'm going to keep out on my desk with my mini. So this one is going to go behind here. Let's just make sure it's all fresh and clean. It goes in here amazingly. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this. Love it. Okay, so let's get our second one in. So that one's going to go here. And I'm not even going to do, or at least right now, I'm not going to worry about the name page because it's going to be covered by this artwork anyway. All right. So, and here is number 2. I got a lot of fuzzies around here. I don't know why. And there's number 2. Isn't this gorgeous? So now, here's another little sidebar. I like to talk about sidebars all the time. Why, Happy Planner, have you not come out with white plastic discs? I don't know, but I know you have the white metal, but white expander discs would be great. Just a sidebar. All right, so here is my cover, and then I'm going to open it. I have my memory a day, this gorgeous artwork from BEDeuel Art, and then I go into my second tab, which is going to be my agenda for my blog. And I have all 12 months in here from the Work Plus Life Planner. And then in the back, last tab, let me get to that, is, again, there's pages in here that are the scripts for some of my posts and so forth. So I just covered it up with this paper. And then in the back, what I did was I took the note paper that was in the Apricot and Sage Planner, which is a match, and just kind of popped it on the back so I had like a finished look. So I am super excited about this. And look at the back of this. I mean, I'm obsessed for March. All right, let me show you a partial. I say partial because obviously I don't have everything in here. And there's one thing that is a printable I'm working on, so I can't have that in here just yet, but here's how I'm setting this up. This is the note page to the prior month, but that's not how I use it. As you know from my mini, I use this in relation to the current tab. So it's kind of like a currently page, but I use it for notes. I brain dump whatever is for that coming month on this page. Then I have my month, which is where I will plan my content. And it will be, my process is typically I will use a Post-it note, I cut them down, a small Post-it note to mark off, what video I think I want to do on what day. And the reason I put it on a Post-it note first is because if life gets in the way, and it's bound to happen, I have to kind of shuffle some things around. I could use a friction eraser pen, but then with that, I'm also having to erase. Remember what I put there right here, So for me, Post-it notes work. And then once it actually goes live, then I write it in. I go through Post-it notes, but it's just the best system that works for me. So here is my month. Then, as you know, we go into the goals and dashboard pages, as I call them. So it's sort of set up like a monthly planner. I have this area up here. I kind of, at the moment, I'm just kind of doing notes. I had set the long to-do list as crafts. My focus on was one of the products. Offhand, I can't think of what it was, but I keep one of my product categories here, and then down here I do product releases. And then over here are my 3 monthly goals. So I go right from my ideas to planning it to setting up my goals as to what I am doing as I go into these pages. This is where it changed, and where I made the change. These used to be the weeks. So what I did was, and I don't do hourly, it just doesn't work for me. And I typically don't do the weeks in my blog planner, because I just I do the overview and I know what I'm going to do and I do that. I don't go through the minutia of the week. So that's what I use my mini for. So I took out all the weeks, and then what goes in between here is going to be the scripts or content that I'm expecting to plan for this month. So that is how I work it. Action, so month, dashboard, goals. And the goals can be, for me, related to my annual goals, or they could be goals of things that I really want to get done. So that's usually what I'll put here. And then I have my printable I'm working on. I will share it when I've tweaked it as best as I can tweak it. And then it goes into the next month. So I think July was the only month I haven't really written anything in yet. So that's why I showed you this page. But there it is. I have, and again, these white discs aren't perfect. They do kind of stick a little bit, but they'll work for what I need. Excuse me, I have a cough. So I now have, again, it's a simplified classic. All I did was pull the calendar pages out of here back into the planner so that I can more easily, separate what am I planning, what is the information that I'll use to plan. So these are information, ideas, references, so forth, which all eventually translates to this. So I just needed a simple, clean, fresh start to March, and this is going to do it for me. This is the apricot and sage cover. I have in it 2 gorgeous pieces of artwork from BEDeuel Art. And look at these things. How inspiring is this, right? I look at this and I'm just inspired. I also want to go take a walk in nature, but I can't because it's snow and rain today. So there you go. And then I have my 3rd tab as well. So I wanted to share this with you to let you know that when, March rolls along, as you know, I always am in this fresh start March. So for me, it's kind of a connotation to start a new beginning. It's almost like resetting your year. You start in January and you think you have your plan, but then you start working in your planner and something just isn't working. Hence this. This works. All of this in here finally works, but the calendar portion where I actually had to plan content, it just wasn't working for me. So temporarily, I've pulled everything over. I've given myself a fresh start. Simplicity, simplify. I have this gorgeous green blooming cover with artwork from BEDeuel Art, and it's ready to go. And I couldn't be happier. This is the time where you should evaluate your current planner system and decide if it's working for you. And if it isn't, change it up. By all means, change it up. Change sizes, change disc sizes. Even if you have to, just change your cover. So I am super excited. I also noticed while I was chatting with you just for a few minutes here that my calendar craft that I made, I just realized it kind of has almost the same flowers. So it's a vibe, y'all. I'm telling you. All right, so this is my newer, temporary, simplified classic planner that's going to help me get the job done and stay on track. So I have my mini, but when it comes to planning my blog and the content and all that goes with it, I do like a larger page, and I was missing this, and my blog was suffering for that. So I hope that something here has inspired you to reevaluate your planners. Are they working? Do you need to change something? Do you need to tweak something? Add something in, take something out? This is the perfect time to do that. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Thanks so much for watching.